राधे राधे मेरे भाइयों. Today I'm going to solve a new question of Leetcode 1752. Check whether a array is sorted and rotated. So given an array nums return true if the arrays were originally sorted in non-decreasing order then rotated some number of times. Means the array has been rotated either 0 time, 1 time, 2, 3 or like any number of time he has rotated. Otherwise, like if it is rotated array, you have to check only whether the array is sorted and rotated. There may be duplicates in the original array, means there can be duplicates. Note, an array is rotated by x position results in an array b of the same length such that b of I means 1 2 3 4 5. You can rotate this array at max of 5 times. After repeating, like if you are repeating 10 times, still the array will looks like the same as it was looking in the rotating 5 times. So it you can at most rotate by 5 times. After that it will look like same only. So I will take some test cases to explain in the better way. So first test case is like, see, first the array is 1 2 3 4 5. He's saying you have to check whether the array is sorted and rotated. So first I will explain you what array is rotated. So first this array is there. If you rotate this array by right position, so first the 5 will come to the first. So it will look like 5 1 2 3 4. So this array is rotated by one time. Now if I want to rotate this array by 2 times, the 4 will again come to the first. So it will 4 5 1 2 3. So this array is rotated by 2 times. Okay, so the question is saying you have to check whether there is a given an array 1 2 3 4 5 6. You have to check whether this array is sorted and rotated. Is the array is sorted and rotated? Okay, so rotated I already told you means the you will simply put the last element and like take the last element, put into the first. Okay, and the array will be rotated by one time. I will keep doing until how many times the question is said to you to rotate. So first again 1 2 3 4 5. If I rotate this array, it will look like 5 1 2 3 4, right? I just take the element I put in the first and just popped from the last. Okay, so if I this is one time rotation. Now second time rotation, how it will look like 4 5 1 2 3. 4 will come to the first and 4 will be popped out from the last. So it will look like this in the second rotation. So you have to check only this. So if you have given array, whether you have to check whether it is rotated or not. So two or three things you have to keep in mind. First 1 2 3 4 5 is there, right? So if any array is rotated, the last element will come to the first, right? So it will look like 5 1 2 3 4. Still if any array is rotated by some times, okay, like after if it is array is rotated greater than equal to 1 times, at least it is rotated by 1 time. So the first element will always be greater than the last element if it is rotated any number of time greater than equal to 1. Like if the array is 1 2 3 4 5, it is not rotated by any number of time, as you can see already in the sorted order, because the first element is smaller than the last element. It means this is not rotated by any number of times, means 0. Or if it will be rotated by greater than equal to 1 number of time, means it will rotate by 2 times. So how it will look like 5 and 4. As you can see 4 is greater than 3, means what I want to say, if element is coming from here to here, still this now see 5 is greater than 4 here. If 5 comes to here, still it will be greater than this. It won't change the like what greaterness or smallness of any number. If 1 2 3 4 5 is there, if it is greater than 4, if this number comes to this place, still it will be greater than 4, right? Any number of times, like 1 2 3 4 5. If I rotate 2 times, so 5 and 4, still you can see 4 is greater than 3, right? So this can be the first condition you have to check, like if any number is if any array is rotated by 1 times greater than equal to 1 time, so the zeroth element will be always greater than the last element. It must be there, then you can check it is rotated. Now again second condition, 1 2 3 4 5. As you can see, if I rotate this array, 5 comes to here and 4 here and 1 2 3, like you see that 5 is greater than 3, so you will think this is greater than last element, so it can be it is rotated by some time. So I will change the color. See 5 4 1 2 3. As I already told you, if it is rotated or not, if you have to check, how will you check? if this is greater than this element, then it is rotated by some time. So can you simply return yes it is rotated? No. Why? As you can see, the array is sorted, so this element will always be greater than this previous element. The current element will always be greater than the previous element. As you can see, is 4 is greater than the previous element. Like if any element is rotated by some times, like see, 5 is rotated, 5 1 2 3 4. Again I will rotate a second time, 4 5 1 2 3. As you can see, the order will maintain, but at max it can violate that rule at max one time. How? Like 5 is greater than 4, 1 is not greater than 5, but after that all the rule is maintaining. 2 is greater than 1, 3 is greater than 2. Means if you are rotating any array by this position, like see, 4 is greater than 1, right? So if you like put this element in the front, now this element won't be greater than this one. See what I wanted to say you, 1 2 3 4 5 is there, 4 is greater than 1, right? But if you place the 4 before 1, will it be greater still? No, it will not, it won't be greater. So it can violate the rule only once. How I am telling you, see, 1 2 3 4 5. If I put 5 in the front, so 5 1 2 3, right, 4. So as you can see, it is violating the rule at max one time. 1 is not greater than 5, but after that 2 is greater than 1, 3 is greater than 2, 4 is greater than 3. Means there is a pattern. If you rotate the array by some times, only one time it can violate the rules. Means the and current element will not be greater than the previous element. Only one it can happen. If it is happening more than once, means the array is not properly rotated. Fine. Now I hope you understand the question why I am telling you this. If the array is rotated by some times, only one time it can be a minimum element from the next element, like because if 5 is greater than 1, if you put 5 here, the 1 won't be greater than 5 because you have put the maximum element in the front, so it will violate only once. So you have to check just two conditions. Means if first check if array is first check if array is rotated or not, array is rotated or not. If array is rotated, means it will be either rotated 0 time, 1 time, 2 time, 3 times. Okay, so if it is rotated by any number of time, the rule will be violated by one time. 1 2 3 4 5. As you can see, 2 is greater than 1, 3 is greater than 2, 4 is greater than 3, 5 is greater than 4. Means rule is not violating any number of time. Means this array is not rotated because 1 2 3 4 5 all elements are greater than its previous element. But if the array will rotate any number of time greater than or equal to 1, so the rule will be violated and it will be counted as 1. Means 5 1 2 3 4, 1 is not greater than 5, so rule is violated only once. After that the rule is not violating. Means if you have to check whether the array is rotated or not, simply check whether the rule is violating at max 1 or not. If it is violating 1 at one time, means the array is rotated at some time. We don't have to bother about how many times. If it is 1, means the array is rotated. If it is 0, means the array is not rotated. And if the still the array is rotated, means 5 4 1 2 3. After, if the array is rotated, means you have violated the rule. Then again you have to check whether this element is greater than this element or not. If it is not greater, then the array is not properly rotated, because the element which is here has come from here only, so it should be greater than this now, because this has come from here only, right? So first check. I hope you understand what I want to say. Check rotated or not by checking the rule violation. If it is violating the rule, then it is rotated. Second, if it is rotated, then check first element should be greater than last element. So as in the given test case was there 5 1 2 3 4, so I will check 1 is greater than 5. No, so rule counted to 1, means first rule was 0, means no rule was violated. Now when I traverse the loop, 1 is greater than 5. No, it is not greater, so rule is 1. 2 is greater than 1. Yes, fine. 3 is greater than 1. Yes, fine. 4 is greater than 3. Yes, fine. Means rule is 1. Means the array is rotated by some times. So I know the array is rotated. Good. Now I will check whether it is properly rotated or not. So how I can check? I will simply check if the first element is greater than the last element or not. So as you can see, 5 is greater than 4, means it is properly rotated and properly sorted. So I hope you understand the question. Now I will write the dummy code first. 5 1 2 3 4 was the array. Now first I will run a loop till first violation was what 0 means the array was simple. I have not checked anything. So for at any time I will run from one index because I have to check from the previous. So I cannot put index here. I have to start from 1 and I less than n I plus plus. If any time array of I less than array of I minus 1 means it is not like the property of sorted array is what the current element will be greater than the previous element. So if it is not, then violation, you have incremented the violation count means if it has violated one time. And like if the violation is greater than 1 means it can be, as I already told you, if the array is rotated by some time the violation count will be only 1. It cannot be more than 1 because it is rotated by only one times. If it is rotated, then the next element, the greater element will come at the first and it will be violated only once. After that the order will remain same, right? So if any times violation greater than 1 means the array is not properly rotated, they have to simply return false means this is not true. And after checking all this, like I have checked whether, like if it has not returned false means the violation is correct. So if violation is 0 means what the array is not rotated, it was simply 1 2 3 4 5. So if it is not rotated, still you have to return false. Why? You have to check with the no sorry, you have to return true means it is rotated 0 times and always sorted, so it is true. But if condition is violation is 1, violation is equals to 1 means it is rotated by any number of times. So again you have to check whether the first element is greater than last element or not. If it is greater than last element n minus 1, n is the size of array, then simply you have to return true means it is fine. And if any condition doesn't work, return false at the end. So I hope you understand the question. Now let me summarize it. If the array is this, so as you can see the array is not rotated by any number of times. So the rule was what the current element will be greater than the previous element. So violation is no violation is there if the array will be rotated by some times. So only one violation will happen. So at only one time the current element will not be greater than the previous element. After that all will be greater, like 2 is greater than 1, 3 is greater than 2, 4 is greater than 3. So if violation is 1 means it is fine, means you have like the array is rotated by some times. So then you have to simply check whether the first element is greater than the last element or not. If it is, then return true, otherwise return false. And again if the rule is violating two times, see 1 2 2 1 3 4, as you can see 5 is greater than 1, no, 2 is greater than worse, but again as you can see as 1 is greater not greater than 2, so violation is 2. So if violation is 2 means the array is not properly rotated and also sorted, so simply return false. So I hope you understand the question and understand the solution as well. So I will be meeting the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Jai Shri Ram.